This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors. The escrow process. Okay, the escrow process. What should people expect within that process?
Well, the process itself is, I don't want to say it's straightforward because it's like any other process. You're going to have certain things that you're going to have to accomplish through that. We're a third neutral party. So we don't really work for anybody except the clients themselves.
Right.
We do everything through written correspondence. We don't like taking anything verbally. And believe it or not, we take written instructions from a lot of different people throughout the transaction.
Sure.
The obvious is the contract itself.
Right.
So we take the instructions from the contract and we dissect them and basically we come up with what's called a settlement statement. Everything that we do works towards a settlement statement.
And you guys end up being like the banker in the deal. You
Correct.
collect the money, then you distribute the money.
We're the documentation place, the banker. We review the contract. We make sure that, one, we can meet the terms of the contract. Because sometimes escrow companies can't. And there's clauses that sometimes are written in contracts that they just can't be fulfilled.
Right.
So first thing we do is review the contract. And we're lucky here in Southern Nevada. We use pretty standard contract.
Indeed.
So we have the contract pretty much a boilerplate and we know what's in it. And we take those instructions and we start the process of working with the buyer and seller to fulfill the obligations of that contract. Especially for the seller, we review the seller's the property records that the seller owns and that is selling, as well as the seller themselves through a name search. And if we need to go further, we'll look at asking for Social Security information, as far as dates of birth and things like that. A lot of times we don't need to go that far, but on common names.
Yeah, John Smith.
John Smith definitely has a lot of liens against him. And that's a situation where we dig deeper and we make sure. But we're ultimately looking to get to a point of where the property can be transferred to a new buyer without any judgments, liens, or obligations from the old seller.
Tell me a little bit about one of the important aspects of doing a transaction, which is the preliminary title report. This is something that's involved every time. And buyers and sellers normally go, yeah, okay, I heard about that, but I don't know. What's that?
The preliminary title report is a report that we generate that really serves a couple different functions. To the buyers and the sellers and the real estate agents, it's kind of like a little report card of the property and the parties involved in the transaction, mainly the seller.
Right.
Occasionally you will see things from the buyer pop onto the preliminary title report, but mainly the seller. And what it is a public record search of the property or parcel number, showing everything that's been recorded against the property. It also shows taxes, any type of easements. The most important thing on the preliminary title report, though, is the information for the seller, what they're basically going to be paying off.
Right.
Everything on the preliminary title report, again, can be tied back to the settlement statement. So if we're paying taxes, it's going to be on the preliminary title report and the statement. If we're paying off a mortgage or deed of trust, that'll be on the settlement statement. So it's a nice report card of the property, as well as any judgments or liens against the seller's name and not necessarily the property.
This has been Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Thanks for listening. And remember to tune in every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on 101.5 FM, 720 a.m. KDAWN.